gotta make it public. Okay, here we go.
Alright, we going now.
It is now. I just pushed it, so. Okay, that's cool. Okay.
You gotta go through the page, like type in the page. No, you gonna hide it.
Hey, that's it right there, brothers. We in there. Turn it for me. The algorithms. Alright, shalom, shalom. We're gonna start off as always, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to you sincere brothers faithfully and diligently pushing this truth with fear and trembling through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushai. All right, we the GMS Memphis camp, coming at you, Lord willing, with another edifying sit down, just random topics we're gonna get into today. Just some we wanted to do before we went into our new moon anointing feast, which we do every new moon. Of course, this is a Sabbath, all right, and we coming out of one Sabbath into the next. As a matter of fact, let's get Psalms 81. All right, let's get Psalms 81, and the brother can hold Amos 3. All right, and the earth is about to actually go through a feast. Okay, the Lord has a harvest to take place here, mainly in America and around the earth. All right, which everybody that has been living in this world without the righteousness, without the law, statutes, and commandments, without the Lord's judgment, they're going to be a part of that feast. Okay, but we just gonna get into it. We're gonna see where the spirit go. Brother's gonna bring out precepts. We're gonna talk about whatever come to mind. Right now, of course, the thing is prophecy. It's a whole lot going on, man. These COVID-19 jab shots on the way. Okay, but nevertheless, we're gonna do what we always do, man. As men of the Lord, as prophets of the Lord, we're gonna continue to blow the trumpet and warn the people and keep you updated. As we are the appointed watchmen of the earth, man. So, who got you? Got it.
Psalms 81.
Yeah,
Right at the top.
verse 3.
This is Psalms 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon in the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
Yeah, blow up the trumpet in the new moon. And, blowing the trumpet, that ram's horn, that was a custom of our nation, man, Israel. So we had different times that we would blow the trumpet. The new moon, all right, would be one, all right. But most importantly, you had the watchmen that would watch for what? War and pestilence and evil, okay, which were, you had the prophets, all right, that would blow the trumpet. And the brother get Amos 3, just to let the people know for different situations, So it was a different way that horn would sound, okay? A more pleasant sound would be for a feast day for us to, get together and congregate and celebrate and, reflect. But when it was a time of war, that trumpet would sound with a more alarming sound, man. You know?
This
Something.
Yeah, I had that.
Go ahead, huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, come.
This Numbers 10:9. It said, and if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresses you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets.
An alarm, you know. This is a different sound, okay, than you would blow for a feast day, okay? Even though, you know, the scriptures speak about the Lord having a feast and a sacrifice in Basra, you know, with the blood of lambs, you know, and rams or whatnot, okay? That trumpet would be blown in a way that would startle people, you see?
It said, then ye should blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your power, and ye should be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of your gladness, and your solemn days, and the beginning of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your power. I am the Lord your power.
Yeah, so that's what we doing right now, you know, on the Sabbath and going into the new moon is we having a memorial, you know, which is just, that's part of our heritage, a part of our culture. We coming back to who, you know, we are, our true identity, you see. But the times that we're living in, we know that we are not to actually take these feasts as a thing of to kick back and really rejoice and be happy, because we're in the time of war, you know. So we actually celebrate more of the destruction of this time that we're living in than us actually being happy in these times. Because the only thing that we're actually happy about is the prophecies coming to pass, and these demons, these Edomite devils being taken out of rulership, man. That's what we truly rejoicing about. But that time comes with great tribulation, so we know we have to be in that solemn mind of you know, solitude and focused on the condition of the battle.
Yeah, that's it on it.
Give me Amos 3. You got it up?
Yeah.
You got something up? You holding up there? Okay, cool.
This is Amos 3 and verse 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
Right. So what's the answer to that question? No. Anything's being done, the Lord has done it. Anything you see happening around the earth, the Lord has sanctioned it. He set it up to accomplish his will. All things are done to accomplish the Lord's will. You see, nothing is out of the hand of the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. And you people that actually come to the knowledge of the fact that the true and only supreme powers in the earth are Yahweh Shem Yahweh, it's because he wanted you to. And those of you that don't, it's because he wants to destroy you. He wants you to be destroyed for your ignorance, okay? Because ultimately, the Lord just does what he wants, man. You see? You'll say, well, ain't that, you know, that's not right. Well, who are you to say? You know? That's why it says in Romans 9, is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. Who are we to say what righteousness and unrighteousness is? The Lord set that standard. You see? So, all you can do is hope and pray, you know? But some of us, all right, in this world, especially 2/3 specifically of our people, they're unbothered, they're indifferent, they have no concern either way, whether or not the Lord is coming to save them or coming to destroy them. You know, in their mind, they only got one life. You know, you only live once. The YOLO mentality. So I'm just gonna do me. You know, that's their way of thinking. Brothers got something they want to say?
I was just gonna say that's the long trumpet being blown right there.
That's right.
Because we blowing the trumpet like it's back in Numbers, you know, in the land that oppresses you. We still being oppressed to this day. And that's why we blowing the trumpet by doing the videos, you know, now daily. And let them know, make yourself ready to the battle. That Esau for them come having great wealth. And the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is on his way back, man.
Come on.
I got precept. This on Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Yeah, and that's how we blowing the trumpet. Because we see now the prophecy is coming to pass, the signs, you know.
And it says in his holy mountain specifically, that's the house of David, okay, the governing body of the nation of Israel, okay, because mountains represents governments, and ultimately those are the only ones that are going to hearken unto the sound of that trumpet. You know, nobody else is it's like it's gonna fall on deaf ears. You know.
I had a quick one, real quick, back that up.
Was it more on there?
I was just gonna read verse 2.
Go ahead, finish it out. Then you got it.
This is verse 2. This is talking about that day. Verse 2: a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
I'm just talking about World War III, basically. The NRBR, man, you know, talking about missiles, man. You know, and that's why we sounded alarm, man, that this place about to get destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
You know? But this 1 Corinthians 14:8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who should prepare himself to the battle?
Right. That's why you gotta be distinct, man. You know? If you're not sure what that sound is meant, like that's why when we go out and teach, we teach with authority, we teach with passion, we teach quite often we use expletives, and we ain't out here teaching Jake that everything's gonna be okay and it's about to blow over. You know, we're not teaching that feel-good doctrine, man. You know, we're not preaching the smooth things, right? Because we're not in the time of a smooth ride. Man, this shit is about to get bumpy, man. This shit is about to take you for the worst roller coaster ride you ever been on, man.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And if you ever been on roller coasters before, you know how some of them you be like, man, I ain't getting on that motherfucker no more. I ain't riding this shit no more. You know,
Yeah.
Even if you're a person that, you know what I'm saying, likes ride. I know me, I used to like going to amusement parks and riding roller coasters, but it'd be certain ones you get on like, man. I mean, I got on one time and the damn harness that strapped you in. When we turned upside down, that junk came up. I had to slam it back down. You know, I was like, nah, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say that what uncertain going to like obscure, basically being unclear sound, basically, man. You know.
Con. Some more.
Oh no, that's the point. You know, the uncertain sound, and that's what you got now in the other Israelite camps. They saying the mark of the beast is sin. You know, sleeping with white women, gonna take the vaccine. They're not really blowing the trumpet, man. You know.
Yep.
Oh,
Kalavia had one.
No, not reading.
You ready? Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
this is Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud and spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins.
That's right. You know, show my people their transgressions. All right. So it's a certain sound. It's a certain way that we're supposed to be teaching and speaking that lets our people know that this time is serious, man. All right. It's nothing to be taken for granted or to be taken, Shalom, to be taken lightly, man. You see, as it says, is it your mind to go astray? Seek the Lord 10 times more, man. You know. You got something out?
Yeah, I got one. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Which is all what? Terrible events, man. All right? Terrible times. The terrible times that we're about to come to right now, all right? It's the same times that the prophets of old were speaking of back then. So we come in that same spirit as it says, the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. You have more you want to speak?
I get verse 9 too. It says, the prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you
you know who's telling the truth by the prophecy, what they really saying, man. This ain't a time of peace, man.
Yep.
You know, we speaking of what's really going on, man. War, evil, pestilence, all these things are going on like the prophets of old, man.
Yep. Like you got these guys that's saying ain't no Jacob's trouble.
Right.
You know, got these guys that's saying that the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, it doesn't determine your salvation. It doesn't stop you from receiving salvation. You know, all these guys is false prophets, the very false prophets that Yahweh Shah warned us of, okay, in Matthew the 24th chapter, all right, which I'm about to grab real quick. If a brother wants to say something or, you know, speak on something.
Yeah, I'll say something real quick. The latest is vocab. He supposedly is going into like 5 months of going off. In his last video, he said, you know, don't be concerned or caught up in trying to figure out what the last days are going to be. So that's way off.
Right. Yeah, because the scriptures speak about redeeming the times. My brother get that in I think that's one in Acts. I think it's one in Galatians. Brothers can get that, redeeming the times before the days are evil. You got something you got to say?
I was going to say, how, like the brother was just saying, like, don't be concerned about the last days. Even you read Matthew 24th chapter, the parts.
That's what I'm about to get into. Yep.
No, they even asked the Lord to give us signs of the last days.
Right. That was the constant concern of the prophets and the men of the Lord, from Ezra's, you know, to Peter and the apostles. You know, when shall the last day come? Ezekiel, all the prophets spoke about the end days. John, it's a whole book dedicated to the end days. Revelation is a book of the apocalypse. That's what another name for Revelation is, the book of the apocalypse, man. Which, when you go into the word apocalypse, let's get it in etymology. But I'm gonna get this while we going. Matthew 24:3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So what mindset should we be in? Shouldn't we be in the same mindset as the men of the Lord? All right? Because why did they want to know that? Nabal, give me Acts 1 real quick. And because the reason why they wanted to know is because they were ready for the kingdom to come. Right. You know? Because the end that they was inquiring of was the end of the age of the Roman Empire, of the Edomites, the end of that eon, okay? It's Acts 1, I believe in, you said 3? I think it's 5.
No, it's baptized with the Holy Spirit, not really.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Acts 1:5. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit, not many days hence. When therefore ye come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
See, and that's why they was asking, okay, the sign of the coming of the Lord, because they thought when the Lord came 2,000 years ago that he was coming then to set the kingdom of heaven up, you know, but it wasn't that time, you know. But now we in the time where the Lord is coming back, this time to restore the kingdom, man. So that's why he went on in Matthew 24. He said, and Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying that I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay. So what did it say the prophets did? Prophesied of what? War, evil, and pestilence. But you also was going to have false prophets that was going to tell you, well, it ain't going to be no war. Don't worry about no end times. Everything's going to be okay. You know, peace and safety. You know, get ready to encounter a spiritual blessing of biblical proportion and prosperity like no other time. This is just this is just the darkness before the light. You know, just trying to constantly encourage Jake that the mirth spirit is going to return to the earth. No. But the Lord, when you can go on and read down, I'm going to jump down real quick. All right, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. But him telling us not to be troubled is not him telling us not to look to what's going to happen, not just to be out here with our heads up our ass all willy-nilly like, oh, you know, it's okay. You ain't got nothing to worry about, you know, which ultimately the elect don't have anything to worry about, but that don't mean we can just kick our feet up and lay back, you know what I'm saying, for the ride. We got to do this work. It said he didn't do it to the end, the same shall be saved. One more, a couple more. It's Matthew 24 and let me see. Yeah, verse 13. It says, I'm going to start at 12. It said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So if you working and working and working and working and working, and you, which this is a marathon, you going to be wondering, man, when we going to get to the end of this? You know what I'm saying? We want to know when is the end. We've been constantly, you know, doing this labor. Hey, that's what the apostles were. They were disciples. Then they later became apostles. But that's what they were doing. You know, they were doing this ministry, and they was like, okay, are we doing this now? So the kingdom about to come, you know, how soon is it to come? Yeah. You know? But the Lord was telling them, no, you got a long way to go, basically. We still got more work to do. You got to endure to the end.
You got to still be occupied.
You still got to be occupied, you know? There's still a lot more work to be done. That's why he told them, the laborers are
a few.
Yeah. The work is plenteous, but the laborers are few, you know, roughly paraphrasing. But this is the last one I'm gonna get. Y'all boys got it. It says
I would say 21.
It's 24. We'll talk about tribulation.
Yeah, 21.
Okay, 21. Come. Yeah, for then shall be great tribulation on such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see?
Time is speeding up. That's a sign right now we at the end of this, because time is speeding up. You know, days flying back. We in December 2021, just around the corner, man. It was just fucking March. It was just a lockdown in March, man. It was just a shutdown.
Kobe Bryant was just they was just mourning over the death of Kobe Bryant, man. It's getting to the point now where time moves so fast that you really don't got opportunity to forget nothing.
Yeah.
It's like because it's like everything happening in the same day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so much prophecy. It's like biblical proportion type stuff. It's like it's not small events that's happening. Everything is a memorable event or experience day to day, man.
Yeah, there's like a meme going around that like it's off because they're saying like in history books in the future, like a whole like
the timeline.
The half the book is going to be about the year
2020. Yeah. Yup.
It's a song said this whole week feel like one long day. Basically, this how it feels, just one long ass day, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. That's how you know we getting closer to the Lord return. But both of y'all got it.
Yeah, precept. It's on Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Hey, they ain't gonna read this in the holy house, man. They want to say, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." You know, cause that just shows you that the Lord ain't coming back with lollipops, with flowers to give to the people, with chocolate bunnies, with Christmas gifts and shit.
Yep.
You know, he say he coming by fire, man.
That's right.
You know. And guess what? That's when we blowing the trumpet, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I will not meet this man. The second coming.
God, that's verse 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and
they go
against the
their
high
trumpets.
towers.
It's like, if you read that again.
Zephaniah 1 and 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Yeah, they go their trumpet again, man. That's what we got to be blowing. What it said, neither on gold and silver in that same chapter.
Come on, that's verse 18. Don't you read?
They lit them.
I'm reading 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Shem
Yeah,
Yahushua.
they're going to walk in darkness, man. You know, because they had sinned. They refused to repent. You know, and like the brother saying about vocal, you know, just forget about it. Don't worry about the last days. Hey, he wants you to stay in darkness, man. He want to leave you in the dark. That's why I said we are not in the dark. You know, but let us watch. You know?
God. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua's wrath.
Right, you can't pay off your judgment day. You're trying to give the Lord billions of dollars, man.
No.
Come on, he's the Lord, man. You're trying to pay it off, man, because you rich. You know, that don't matter, man. You got the mark of the beast. You're gonna be destroyed by like a fire, the second death, man.
That's right.
Yeah, because there's all these different financial gurus that understand that that the dollar bill is like fake currency. So they're telling you to invest in stuff like land and gold and silver, Bitcoin, and diversify your portfolio. It doesn't matter how diverse your portfolio is, man. Most High cares about that spiritual currency.
That's right.
Lay up your riches in heaven.
That's right.
Your treasures, yo.
Hey, brother, give me Psalms, I think it's 62 and 10.
I got some.
You got some? Yeah, this is just basically, real quick, just to back up the point of what you was talking about. But, that's exactly what it's going into, what the point that you just made about the currency. So Psalm 62 and 10.
I get it. It's Psalm 62 and 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
Yeah, you got it out. That's what I want to pull out for you.
Okay, can you read it again?
It says, trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
Yeah, so it's, hey, you might run into, get you a little gold, if you have the means to, or you might, have a diversified portfolio, and your stocks might go up a little bit, you might get a pay raise, but you shouldn't be constantly meditating upon that. You got to be constantly meditating on holding on to the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, because ultimately that's what's going to get you saved. Just because you get a little gifts or increase in this world, that shouldn't consume your mind.
You should be still ready to forsake it.
Right.
Yeah, that will separate us from like you say, the holy house, the churches, because like I say in the Apocrypha, they have received benefits, but what? They don't know the Lord though. They don't know the Lord's judgment, but they received the crumbs, what did they, Feckle Lucas? They receive all these types of rewards, but they don't know the Lord, man. So
They receive that consolation.
Yeah. So when we receive, what the Lord give us, don't set our heart on it. We just continue to do the work. Like I say, money is a defense for us. Like what's
I would say like Paul said, not to cut you off, like you said, those that use this word but not abuse it.
Yeah, right.
This word passed away.
Right. So when you do get something like that, you should know how to, cherish or do something with it.
Right. Balance it out. Ultimately,
Manage it.
Yeah, manage it. You shouldn't make though money is a defense.
Right.
That shouldn't be your main security.
Right.
Like you shouldn't be securing your wages. Like, oh yeah, I know the economy crashing, but I got $1 million in stocks and bonds, and I'm good. I made my investments just for this time. The Lord didn't take that away like that. You wake up and all that shit gone, man.
Quicker you can find it, quicker you can lose it.
Yep. And in scripture particularly said, trust not in oppression. The whole system the whole economic money system of America is a system of oppression. So whenever they transform from one system, like from the fiat money to the Bitcoin or the digital currency, hey, it's a lot of losses being, you know what I'm saying?
Because they say that we're in a time of something called the everything bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And a bubble in economy means, you know, something is way overpriced. Meaning like, all right, somebody sold you a car for like $70,000, but that car is only worth $13,000 in material and like labor being it built. So now, as soon as you buy it, it's actually worth $13,000. So you can't really sell it for.
Yep.
And the price might, you know, keep increasing, and you think that it's getting worth more every day, but really it's
dropping.
It's nowhere near that.
Yep.
And that's with everything in the economy.
Yep.
Like the brother was saying, like everything doesn't matter. Even gold is, you know, fluctuated.
It's not. It really, the gold that you get is not the real gold. Mm-hmm. You know, that fine, that precious gold, that Ophir, you know, that top shelf, you know. They at least swallowing all that up and then giving you
what's left? That's the crumbs.
The crumbs, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're keeping enough for us.
Yeah, keeping it stored up for us at the end of the day.
And he ain't gonna be like Lil Willie with those man, you know, we gonna have to hunt them out. He gonna be like, don't just spend my life. It's ours anyway, goddamn.
Yep. Hey, I got this off the comment board. This from the brother GMS Shine the Gospel, Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Yeah, righteousness, man. Having that market to watch, exempt for judgment, man. You doing you on the little good side, basically, man. Not no money, you know. But what it say? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge should be stability at that time. Wisdom, knowledge, and judgment of the Lord, man.
Yep.
You know.
One more. This the brother Spiritual Art 144. But woe unto you that are rich. This is Luke 6:24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
We in that time now, man. All the ones that been laughing and celebrating, you know, they're finna start weeping. But Isaiah 65:13. My servant shall eat. But ye should be hungry. My servant shall drink, but ye should be thirsty. My servant shall rejoice, but you should cry howl of vexation of spirit, man.
Yep.
You know, so hey, the leg gonna be good, man. You know, Yahweh showed us how we could just continue putting our trust and hope in Yahweh Shemashah, man. The Lord gonna take care of us in our faith, man. Our faith about to be tested, you know. We're in that time now, the Lord about to test everybody's faith, man. When he said, shall come and shall find faith on the earth, you know.
Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 17 and 18. Now, when I consider these things in myself, I ponder them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. And great pleasure it is to have her friendship, and in the works of her hands are infinite riches.
That's right.
Yep.
And in the exercise of her conference with her, prudence, and in her talking with her a good report, I went about seeking how to make her to me. Jumping down to 21, it said, nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh gave her me, that was a point of wisdom, also to know whose gift she was.
Yeah, because so all wisdom coming for the Lord, man. Everything come from the Lord. Faith, everything, you know.
Yep, that's why that cut, going back to the Holy House, cut them too. Like you got a chance to choose the Lord, or the Lord choose you. Because the Lord give you that gift of wisdom. That's something that you can't buy. That's something that has to be given to you from your Yahweh Shemashah, man. You know? Yeah, a lot of people can read the Bible. A lot of people do read the Bible, but who have the true understanding? You have to be given that understanding, man, to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, because when you go into King Solomon, you know, he asked for wisdom above all things, and then with the wisdom, the Lord gave him everything else. Right. You know, gave him beyond riches, really. And in the kingdom, money ain't gonna be a concern. Right. Like, we're not gonna think about money. Like that's not gonna be something that's on our mind daily.
Yeah.
You know, like that's gonna be a thing of like
It's gonna be a hobby, really. It's like
it ain't gonna even be a hobby. Like it's gonna be like it's like money not gonna be important. It's like we gonna have the whole earth, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be something that we just on our mind, like I need to go make some money today, or you know,
money gonna make itself in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
We ain't finna go bankrupt in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
We ain't gonna worry none of that.
Yeah, your brothers gotta come together and bail you out of.
It says, you shall loan to the other nations,
Right.
and you shall not borrow.
Yeah,
It's like,
but yeah, that's what it's gonna be, because the curse is gonna lift up our people. The curse is going upon the other nations and our enemies, man.
you know, we gonna be on such a high level spiritually that money, like we gonna have the ability to control elements.
Right.
Real money is gold and silver, and
Cattle.
those are all elements, and cattle. You know, we gonna be able to just produce those things. You know, like they had a gold rush. That was like the most prosperous time for gold. Was it
76.
49? Was it like 1849 or something like that?
Oh yeah, 40.
Something like that. But it,
49.
you know, that 49ers or whatever. But just think about how we gonna know how to get the gold. You know what I'm saying? Far beyond they, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a clue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really how to get it like we gonna have. You know, like, so it ain't, and then we gonna make them go get it.
Right.
You know,
We know exactly where to go over there in the earth.
Yeah.
That's right here. Look for it.
Yeah. And understand the true process of how it's made, you know, and oil and all of that, all the resources, you know, like we're not gonna talk about that in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be too busy talking about, you know, putting the whip to Esau's ass.
That's right.
We were
The
talking about
first 1,000 years is all about judgment, man.
That's
Hey,
right.
brother could grab that Galatians 5 too, man. Bring that out. But you had some I think you was holding the first out.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 33:6.
Yeah.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You know, just going back, hey, riches aren't gonna be your offering you stability in that time. It's gonna be this wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, it said the fear of the Lord is his treasure. But it said that's the first step to be accepted of the Lord. Because the Lord wants your fear first, man. That's the beginning of knowledge. That's the beginning of wisdom, man. Look how many people don't fear the Lord in this time, man. They still don't fear the Lord, man. Here it is, Lord making it plain that he on his way back, man. You know, you seen the shutdown. You see Esau even for them come having great wrath, man. Our people still trusting Sleepy Joe, man.
Right.
You know?
And America don't teach fear of the Lord.
They
They
don't.
teach fear of the so-called right. That's what they promote and teach.
Yeah. Come on. Go ahead, Karab.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:20.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
See, the desire of wisdom bringeth forth to a kingdom. You know, an everlasting kingdom under Yahweh Shah, man. This kingdom. You know, and the elect gonna be joint heirs with that, man. You know?
Yeah, y'all bro, speak up just a little bit. Y'all getting low on me.
That's like it.
But yeah, also, like, you know, a wise person, that's the go-to person. You know, you're just naturally drawing people to yourself, you know, because they're going to inquire, you know, wisdom. Like, how you know, they'll bring you resources trying to figure out how to increase it. You know, they're going to come to you with certain decisions to see what the right decision is to make. So you're automatically going to be set on that kingdom status if you gain wisdom.
That's right, bro.
I got a precept. I think you were first.
Karab, you have one, right?
Yeah, I got it. It's another, the bag the brothers are, but this is Wisdom of Solomon 6, verse 24 and 25. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
Start at verse 20 in there for me, Baba Kushai.
Alright, come. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. And if your delight be then in thrones and sceptres,
Thrones.
and sceptres, O ye kings of the people,
Scepters, you got it.
honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. As for wisdom, what she is and how she came up, I will tell you, and I will not hide mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity.
Yep, nativity.
And bring the knowledge of her into light, and will not pass over the truth.
Yep.
Neither will I go with consuming envy, for such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom. But the multitude of wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people.
Yeah, because wisdom, the reason why King Solomon asked for wisdom was to rule over Israel and righteousness. He's like, dang, like this, I'm set on high. Like, I need to know how to, rule over these people.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're good. Like it said, the wisdom is the welfare.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
Yeah, because when people are set in a power seat and they don't have wisdom, the whole city gets fucked up. Whoever they're over gets fucked up. And that's an example in sports.
Scripture that speaks on that too.
So like,
unwise king.
Okay,
yeah. He can back you up with that real quick.
Yeah, this is like 10-3. When we get down,
yeah,
it said, it's like an unwise king destroy his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city.
Prudence is wisdom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. Yep.
Through the wisdom of them that are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, and that goes into if a captain on a ship. The captain on the ship doesn't know where he's going, then the whole ship is
goes to shit.
The team leader on a sports team, if he's leading them the wrong way, they're gonna lose every game.
That's just like in football, NBA, NFL. Quite often the blame gonna go on the quarterback or the point guard.
Or the head coach.
Baseball with the pitcher. Now, really, in baseball, it's more like with the manager or something, ain't it?
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah. But so far as the leadership, that's what it's all about. The leadership, man. That's why we go back to the nature of our sit down. We were talking about blowing the trumpet, and it spoke about. It spoke about blow an alarm, sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yeah.
That holy mountain being the house of David. The house of David is the leadership. That's who's going to be that wise counsel of the earth over Israel and the governing body, man, because of that wisdom. You see.
Like he said, unwise king destroys the people.
Unwise king destroys the
blind at both.
That's what you got in America. Unwise king, man.
They unwise because they don't have the knowledge of Yahweh Shemashah. That's what said the judgment is slack. You got a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Yep. Habakkuk was that 1:5 and Hosea 4:1.
Yep.
Where it say Edom has the knowledge of wickedness, and it said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. So through ultimately deception and deceit and the sword, that's how this man is in authority. They can't stand. That's why I say because of unjust dealings, unrighteous, gotten by deceit. Sirach, was it 10 and 8? Yeah, you got it.
I'm still in 10.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I read 4 real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It's the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. In due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. I'm going to jump down to 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Which is going to Yahweh Shah. All right, our king, man. Went along with King David. So that's the one that set up this profitable, man. Cause this king that ruling right now, he's not profitable to rule. He ain't fit to rule, man.
That's right.
Cause like I say, when the righteous in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked in authority, the people mourn. And what are our people doing today? They mourning. The trees mourning. The animals. Everything is out of course, out of wax, man. So when Yahweh Shai getting power, guess what? Everything gonna start to rejoice again, man. Everything gonna be set back in this rightful order. And that's what we're waiting on, the righteous kingdom to be on what? On earth, man.
That's right, bro.
Go ahead, Colossians. You got something?
Yeah.
The brother had Galatians 5.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 13.
15.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
That's right. That's what we're waiting on. Here the patience and the faith of what? Of the saints, man. You know, a new heaven and a new earth and a new rulership, man.
Yeah, and that's really why vocab, is saying, don't be concerned about, the end days. Is because he wants this kingdom to last. He's not looking for that new heaven. He wants you to be docile in this kingdom,
As long as our people in the dumb state of mind, hey, they continue to rule.
That's right.
When our people wake up and turn back to the Heavenly Father, because like I said in the scriptures, once the elect get sealed, then what's gonna happen? The end, the destruction gonna come. So they know they trying their best to keep the elect from being sealed. But guess what? It's not possible, man. The elect gonna be sealed, man. He had 7 million, completion 7,000 men had not what? Bow down to Baal. So the elect gonna be sealed. It's just a matter of time how the Lord got it set up, man. But they trying their best to not get the elect being sealed, man. If they continue to rule the wickedness.
Yeah, because the seed's been planted. The word has gone out throughout the 4 corners of the earth. The Lord said, when this gospel, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the earth, then shall the end come.
That's right.
So the seed has been planted, and all we wait now for is the nourishment. Like these videos is the nourishment, the watering, right, and then the fruit. Okay, and we seeing fruit constantly come up, man. All the way up until the end. That's why he said, occupy until I come. Keep nourishing, keep feeding the sheep. You got it, up.
I sure had that on Luke.
You got it.
Surely that sound went out.
Yeah, Luke 19. It's Luke 19. And what was that? I said Luke 19 and 13. And he called his servants. He called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said to them, occupy till I come. And that's us doing the work.
Yep.
Like you spoke on earlier, he dare do it to the end, the saints shall be saved. Going along with their endurance, what we have to do, we have to continue to do the work, man. Just doing the lessons and the sit-downs and, what's permitted in the truth, man.
Yep. And the times that we in is more vital. That's why the decree went out for brothers to be in this daily. Daily, just staying in it. Being immersed in it.
Pushing because we always at the finish line. When we go at the finish line, that's when you got to go hard.
Yep. That's right, bro.
Push.
Yep.
You want
Galatians 5. Yeah.
This is Galatians 5 and verse 15. It says, but if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
That's Galatians 5 and 15.
Yeah.
Might be Colossians 5 and 15.
What did it say? I know Colossians 5.
Galatians.
Yeah, that was Galatians 5, 15.
You talking about redeeming the time?
Ephesians 5 and 15. Ephesians 5 and 15. Salaki. Yeah, the brother Spiritual Arc 144, he posted it too, Salaki. I was looking at it and it still said Galatians.
I got it. It says, Ephesians 5 and 15, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Yep. So yeah, you're supposed to be looking and looking well. That was say it's a scripture that say a wise man looking well to his going. So you're supposed to be looking for the end and redeeming the time, you know, looking for righteousness, which Yahweh Shah Malak Tazadak is the king of righteousness, man.
That's right.
And we don't have any other way out. I mean, that's like just like you drowning and you ain't supposed to be looking for a lifeguard. That's like you at a pool and you just drown. You ain't gonna say help. You know what I'm saying? You ain't looking for nobody to come save. You just gonna drown.
Right.
You know? No, man. We ain't walking around here with the congregation of the dead, man. You know? You got some more?
Yeah, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Understanding what the will of the Lord is, man. You know? His ultimate plan is to grant deliverance to the elect of the nation of Israel and to destroy the rest of the wicked and everyone likened unto the wicked, man. Okay? So what side you want to be on? Either way it go, you don't have a choice. You know, you gotta, it ain't no in between.
I got something.
Ain't no playing dumb either.
Nah, I didn't know.
That's
It
what
says no cloak for your sins.
Yeah, I ain't know.
You ain't gonna be able to use no excuses, man.
Yeah.
Hey, like we always say, like the Most High is gonna hit that rewind button and make it play out where you walked by the prophets, saw or clicked on a different YouTube video after you read the, you know, a prophet's YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, this word is going out. It's undeniable.
Because we telling you how the Lord rolled, just like Jackie Chan was telling Chris Tucker in that massage parlor how Ricky Tan rolled, man. When he rolled down, you ain't gonna be able to pull that. You ain't tell us the Lord rolled like that. Yeah, we told you he was coming with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right.
To render his, you got that, Isaiah 66?
Nah, I got one similar to that.
Okay. To render his sword, his anger and fury and rebuke with flames of fire. You gotta know, huh?
This is Revelations chapter 7, verse 2 and 3. I saw the angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Right. And that what he is sealing the servants with is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, which is what Zahab just read. Knowing what the will of the Lord is. Okay, knowing His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Bible Kushab, we'll get Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Brother posted it on the comment board too. It's a beautiful precept going right with it. Because it's at the end of the day, it's all about the wisdom and knowledge, and we're gonna get ready to wrap it up.
Okay. I had another verse in Ephesians 5.
Go ahead, bro.
Ephesians 5 and 18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Mm-hmm. And you know, the Spirit of Yahweh Shah is the Spirit of prophecy. So, you know,
what is prophecy? Speaking before, you know, speaking what? Speaking the end. Speaking of what's coming. So we supposed to be looking to the end.
That's right.
Yeah, you talking about vocab?
I got another quick one.
Yeah, that's Ecclesiastes 7 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
But wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life unto them that have it.
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing. You want life, you got to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
It said wisdom is defense. That's what defense like protection.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to protect us in the time that's coming upon this earth, man. The dreadful day of the Lord is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yep.
And then on the flip side, it said money is the defense. So that was hold us down. But when trouble comes and tribulation comes with us dealing in the world.
Right.
So you got to have, it's good to have both of them, man. But mainly the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, man.
Yeah, wisdom is above it all. That's I think it said it in Proverbs. You got that?
I don't have it, but I can.
Yeah, we just look at money for our daily bread.
Daily
like
bread.
The scripture say, man. We don't. I know me personally. I don't like getting too much money, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I don't.
Right.
I get a little uncomfortable.
Money has a wicked vibration. It has the money here is blood money.
Right.
This, you know, yeah, you look at the images on it.
Yeah.
It's all Edomites. You know what I'm saying? It's
got
not,
holes inside.
yeah, it's got all type of witchcraft and shit.
Yeah. All sin.
Art,
All
it's got a demonic spirit on it.
Yeah.
You gotta work to get it. You gotta work for Edomites to get it.
And it's unrighteous. The way that you get it is unrighteous.
And you gotta give it right back to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You actually not obtaining money. You obtaining debt.
That's right.
I should back that up though.
Go ahead,
It's Proverbs 38. I'm gonna start at 7. 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Give me neither poverty or riches, so you in the right spirit, you know, not wanting too much money. It also say too that the love of money is the root of all evil. So you should be uncomfortable with, you know, a vast amount of money. You know, if you hit the lotto for 100 million, you should be trying to give it away just as quick as you want it.
Yep.
You know, like shit, I gotta get this down to 100,000.
Right.
You know, 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Sharing the monster flock.
Yeah.
Trying to do something positive.
Yeah.
He gonna explain why. It said, feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and I deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain.
Yeah, that's why, you know, fighters, they say their biggest competition is themselves, and same thing, you know, with us, you know, because they got to stay hungry for that belt.
Right.
A lot of times the fighters will, you know, they'll win the championship, and then they're like, oh, that's it. They don't try to defend it, you know, so they lose that belt just as quick as they get it. You know, same thing with, you know, brothers, if you get money, it's like you can't let it be like, oh, well, now I'm full, like I'm good.
Comfortable.
Yeah, you can't get comfortable. Yeah. You know?
It talks about how a rich man have to watch for his riches. And so it bring, I can't think of what a scripture I was reading it recently too. But basically, all that money do is just really, a man lose sleep watching for his riches. You know what I'm saying? I'm roughly paraphrasing. I believe it's in Sirach.
Yeah, but they had the song like that. More money, more problems.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of things come with that. But you got it
It's Proverbs 8 and Psalm 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Hey, you got it out.
I said, now that's beautiful in itself. You said you can't even compare nothing to wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because you got wisdom. Everybody look at you as really the great one. You know, like I said with the we brought out that camp yesterday. It's like 13 and 23 when a righteous man
speak, they extol it to the clouds.
I mean, rich man speaking. But what we rich in what? We rich in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which is the wisdom, not understanding. So they look at us like, dang, this is a wonderful guy. He knows so much. You know what I'm saying? So read that again.
It's Proverbs 8 and what was that? 4 and 11. For wisdom is better than rubies.
Right, it's better than silver, better than gold, better than stones. You know, you'd rather have wisdom than to have money.
If you got wisdom, you can get some money.
Exactly. Go ahead.
And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
That's right. So you just imagine. You know, but can't nothing top wisdom at the end of the day.
This is Sirach 13:24. Riches are good unto him that had no sin. That's why, hey, the kingdom of heaven ain't gonna be good to us, bro. You know. But in this time frame now, hey, we sin every day.
Yeah, because in this society too, everything is instantaneous, like instant gratification. Like for example, that's why you got so many alcoholics, is because that alcohol is easily accessible. You know, the more money they have, the more rope they have to hang themselves with, you know, falling into that. But, you know, whenever you make alcohol, you know, it takes like 2 weeks to make it, and it takes like laborious work, so you won't, you know, you can't get caught up into that, you know, lifestyle as easy. So, yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 5. It says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things.
Hey, you in Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah.
Okay. I got one too. You can speak on yours though.
Hey, that's straight to the point, man. You know, wisdom is the most important thing to focus on, man. That's what you should be desiring is wisdom. But like the brother Calabia just said, if you got wisdom, you can get the riches. You know, the Lord said that's easy for him to do is make you rich.
Yeah,
you know?
It said it's easy for the Lord to turn a poor man rich.
Poor man rich.
It's easy for the Lord, man.
Just like in the world, when somebody's smart, everybody want a smart person around them. You know, like you said, you can get the money just by being smart. You know, you gotta have that wisdom in order to obtain the other possession. You gotta
all right, any brother had anything else? We gotta wrap it up.
I read through it fast. This Matthew 19:23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easy for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Yep. And this is Sirach, and the brother posted on that description on the comment board too. This is Sirach 11:14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord.
That's right.
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. You know? So, hey, it all comes from the Lord at the end of the day. But the thing that the Lord is teaching us as men of the Lord with this wisdom is balancing out every aspect of life, man. You know? Not to be over righteous, over wicked. Give me neither poverty, give me neither riches, but feed me with food convenient for me. You see? The main thing is to find that balance, man. All right, within these scriptures and apply it to your life, man. You know? So we're going to close, you know, Lord willing, you are edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Hakadash.
Double honors again to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, Kwam Yasharallah, Rise Israel, destroy confusion, Shalom.
Shalom.